The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
8:14 and my friends this morning. I've got a lot of them in the studio. Probably all my friends are here. Zach East is one of them.
Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you that we're not friends
anymore. We're not friends anymore.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That's all right.
We
can be social media associates. How about that?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Zach East is from the United Way of Southwest Michigan, and he's also here from the radio station from time to time. But this time we're going to talk about United Way of Southwest Michigan and all the fun stuff that you have going on, including tons of backpacks.
They're everywhere, Ken.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, over in Cass County, United Way has been responsible for the Cass County School Supply Spectacular for a long time. I think it's almost, if not over, 20 years. That they've been, as the organization merged, with ours in the past so many years ago. That was one of the events that they started, and we kept it and kept going bigger and bigger, which is a little bit of the, I guess you could say, a sign of the times. The need is greater, and the need was definitely great this year. Our registration for this back about a month ago filled up within the week for 4 different locations, 850 backpacks. So we're giving out all those backpacks this week. If you're hearing this and you're going, well, I live in Cass County and I am in need, we unfortunately have registration closed, but there is a chance that if you stop by at the end of these events, that people who didn't pick up their backpacks, we might have some available. So it's best to come at the end of the events. But the team is out in Cass County this week, along with tons of volunteers. Wednesday from 11 to 1 in Dowagiac at the high school. Also Wednesday 4 to 6 in Edwardsburg at the intermediate school. On Thursday, we'll be in Marcellus from 11 to 1 at Marcellus High School. And then Thursday, 4 to 6 in Cassopolis at Brookside Learning Center. Again, if you are registered for those events, fantastic. Make sure you come to the one that you were scheduled for. Because we do, of course, take account and put them in the right places. And there's a lot, like we had all of our friends at UPS who actually help us with this project. They kind of bus these backpacks around to the different locations after we're done packing them. Packing was a whole day long thing. Like this is a month long project that comes into fruition.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and then of course the actually getting them into students' hands is really the rewarding part. It's all that effort that finally, that you finally see. Yeah. And that's what we'll be seeing here this week. So I want to say a huge thanks to the people who help us make sure that these costs are covered. And there are plenty of them. A big thank you, of course, to all of our series sponsors that help us with a lot of things. They include Silver Beach Pizza, Gas Manufacturing, Michigan Worksbury and Cass Van Buren, Whirlpool Corporation, and Blue Cat Consulting. And this event in particular was made possible by the Michigan Gateway Community Foundation, the St. Denny's Foundation, and American Electric Power Foundation, with support from Lions Industries, Edward Lowe Foundation, Invenergy, and Midwest Energy and Communications, all helping to make basically help us cover the costs to make sure that this happens.
That's amazing. Yeah. Another great way that United Way of Southwest Michigan is helping out in the community. So those community backpack giveaways are happening. People have already registered for them, so registration's closed.
Yeah.
But those who registered and gave their location of where they're going to be picking up, it starts tomorrow in Dowagiac and Edwardsburg, and then Thursday in Marcellus and Cassopolis.
Yes, and if you're hearing this and you go, well, I live in Van Buren County and I need a backpack.
Sure.
There are other resources from other organizations that are doing a lot of these things in the community. Best to call 211, our resource hotline. It's free from any phone. You can also go to mi211.org. There's usually a whole bunch of resource information, not only on the website. You can live chat on the website, but it is sometimes easier to just call 211 and have a conversation with somebody, and they can generally point you in the right direction, not just for that need, but really any need in which you're not quite sure where to go. Like, I don't know that I can make my mortgage or rent this month, or my student is having mental health concerns. Where should I go? Those are the sorts of things that 211 can help with. That is yet another service of United Way of Southwest Michigan.
What are you going to do with all the space now that you have 850 backpacks cleared out of the office?
I was just thinking about that. We have a whole kind of open area where there's some cubicles and some other stuff, and we usually put a lot of things in storage there.
Yeah.
But this past 2 months, really, when they were assembling or getting all these school supplies from different sources, there were boxes like in the middles of the hallways as we were trying to get by. And every once in a while, there was a traffic jam where people actually had to stop and do the whole, were you going to go to the left or the right?
You go. You go. Yeah.
So that's, not only does everybody cheer a little bit when the office gets a little less full of stuff, but we also just, that rewarding feeling of watching a kid like run up to the pile of backpacks and pick one that they, oh my gosh, it almost makes me tear up right now because it's just so great, and their parents appreciate it so much because there's so many expenses. Obviously, you can relate to this. There's so many expenses that parents and their kids have to really worry about. And these are usually the things that kind of get, forgotten about a little bit. Oh, the Kleenex boxes and those sorts of things are inside here. So we're helping to cover those sorts of needs for them.
All right. Well, thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. How can people get more information about United Way of Southwest Michigan?
Your donations make these kinds of things happen. They allow us to leverage more of these events. So uwsm.org is the best place to go. And if you ever want to know all the stuff that we're doing like this, even if it doesn't affect you, all you have to do is just sign up for the newsletter.
Okay,
it's right
very
there
good.
On the website.
United Way of Southwest Michigan, Zach East, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Ken.
Back in just a couple of moments with Kristen Box, Superintendent of St. Joseph Public Schools, with news from the Bear Den. It's coming up.